Hey Margaret, how are you? Happy Monday. It's a little chilly and rainy here today, and I actually got caught up. And today I played, hey do, without any pressure, just to create. Check out this paper pumpkin. Aren't they cute? This was I'm trying to think what month it was. I got rid of my box. Let's see. This was the Home for the Holidays October paper pumpkin. And look how cute. I just think this is so sweet. I love them. So I'm just going to add an extra page, a layer on the inside. And you didn't get anything done. Hey Sheila, but it's cute, right? So I'm going to end up adding some layers to the inside, and the stamp set that comes, I'll put it on the back. The stamp set that comes with, oh, it's backwards, sorry, with it is cute. There's a little house. I used the Merry Christmas. I didn't do the Happy Holidays. And then there's one, celebrate the wonder and joy of the festive season. And then there's snow. I mean, really cute, cute. So I played, like I said, played today without any pressure. So tonight's mystery card, before we get started, I am dedicating the video to Jenny Apple. She is a YouTuber that I've been following now for about a year. And 2 years ago, at the age of 33, she was diagnosed with lung cancer. And she has two small children, 9 and, oh, the little girl is young. I think she's 5 or 6. And then they just got the devastating news that she only has days to live. So I am going to dedicate tonight's card to her and her family, and I'm going to put it in the mail to them. So I'm going to end up changing this because I decided last minute to dedicate it to them. So I'm going to need to cut another 1 3/4 by 1. So give me 1 second. Let's see if I can get this cut. And I have to find a very vanilla. And then we can get started. Naturally, I don't have another very vanilla. Let's pull one out. That's not it. All right, where's my very vanilla? Basic white. Here it is. All right, 1 second. Sorry about this. Like I said, I decided last minute to change this. So we've got one. So what did I say it was? 1 by 1 3/4. So as you can see, I was going to do hello, but we're going to switch that out. All right, so what did we need for tonight's card? Let's check it out. I wanted you to have a card base 5.5 by 4 1/4. Hey, Karen. It is very sad. And, you watch people on YouTube and you get to know them and they, share their whole life story with you. And she's only 35. She's such a young woman. So it's very, very sad. So I am going to get this in the mail to her tomorrow. So that's 5 1/4, 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Then I wanted you to have another piece, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And this is copper clay. And then you needed 2 pieces of the same color. Let me just pull these out. So I'm going piece by piece here. And we wanted 4 by 3 1/2. Then I wanted you to get a matte layer for your sentiment. And this is 2 by 1 1/4. I think that's what I said, 2 by 1 1/4. Yes. And then we needed some DSP. And I chose this DSP. And it is, let me just pull it out. I forgot what the name of it was. It is called tartan foil. And it comes in 12 by 12 sheets. And the colors are actually Copper Clay, Lost Lagoon, and Pebbled Path. So here's the Copper Clay. Here's the Pebbled Path. That's really pretty. And then we have the Lost Lagoon. So that is that. And I wanted you to get a piece that is 5 1/4 by 4. And then a second designer series paper. And we needed 2 of them. And this measures 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I chose the Autumn designer series paper because it matches the Copper Clay. Then Very Vanilla or Basic White, and I chose Very Vanilla, a 4 by 2 1/4. And then here's my 1 by 1 3/4. And I decided to pull out the Artistically Inked stamp set. So that's the stamp set I'm going to use tonight. And I did stamp the flower. And I used Daffodil Delight and Copper Clay for the flower. And then I die cut some gold leaves. And this is the die from, yeah, the DSP is so pretty. Yeah, she's your age. You're right. Two little babies. This is the die from the Artistically Inked stamp set, and it's called Artistic Dies. All right. And I also pulled out something fancy because I'm going to use some of the sentiment from here for the card instead of using what I was going to use. All right. So now let's get started. I also said we needed our trimmer, and that is because we are going to grab these 2 pieces, the 4 by 3 1/2, and we're going to score them. All right, this is going to go on here, but we are going to score this at 1/2 inch. I'm just going to make sure that's what I want. Yep. So we're going to score the 4-inch side at 1/2 inch. And we're going to do the same thing with this piece. 1/2 inch at 4 on the 4-inch side. And that's all we need it for. All right. So let's fold on the score line. So how is everybody doing? I was running a little behind because I ran to the store late, and I usually don't like running to the store late in the afternoon. I like going first thing in the morning and getting home. And I saw that one of the stores was having a sale on recliners, and our recliners are shot, and we need new recliners. So I wanted to run to the store quick. And you know what happens, it's never really quick, to check out the recliners they had. And I actually saw that I can get them cheaper online. So when we're done here, I am going to order them online. All right. So what we're going to do is we have these two pieces, and these are going to be our card bases. So this is our card base, the 5.5 by 4.25, and this is going to be our mat piece. But we are going to add these pieces to the front of the card first. We want these to be adhered with the flaps tucked under, just like this. All right. So I am going to add my glue, and we're going to add it to this little flap. If you want to use tear and tape, you're more than welcome to use tear and tape. But I am going to use my glue for now. And this is the smaller. I think this is the 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And you just want to decide how far down from the top that you want it. And mine's probably about a 1/2 inch. And we want to just put it right up against the side and make sure it's glued down. All right, so that's going to be there. Then we're going to take the second piece and we're going to add our glue. And this piece is going to go on to the other side. And again, I'm going to do it about 1/2 inch. Make sure that's down. And make sure it is chilly by you, Karen. 30s. Oh my God, did you get snow? We saw there was snow in your neck of the woods. Did it get to your place or not? It's been rainy and cold here too. And I don't even know what the temperature is. Right now, it's not too bad. All right. So you can decide if you want this one to open first or this one to open first. That's up to you. Okay. And we're going to open this up now that we have this glued together. Let's actually add it to the front of our card. So we're just going to add some glue, and I'm going to get this onto the card base. So we're going to just line this up onto our card base. Make sure it's on here straight. Yeah, you must be tired, little stinker. She gets up early sometimes, huh? We have no snow, just sun. Well, okay. Yeah, we saw that there was snow in your neck of the woods. We watch all the different areas. All right. So there you go. Like I said, you want to decide which way you want these to go. But we are actually going to adhere this piece of designer series paper to the inside. Oh, I didn't even realize that these sheets were two-sided. I'll be darned. I gotta check that out. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just one-sided. All right. Let me just look quick. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Look. So there's the one side, and there's the other. How cool is that? That is so pretty. All right. So just as a reminder, tomorrow is the last day of the Stampin' Up! Promotion. You can get $168 worth of product for $99 in your starter kit, or you can get $125 worth of product for I think it's $64. So you're saving 35% or you're gaining 35%. So if you would like to stock up on your supplies, there's no obligation. I'd love to have you on my team, and you can take advantage of getting all my PDFs for free. You wouldn't have to pay for them for my classes. All right, so these are going to be my sheets, and you just have to decide how you want how you want this to go. Now, I want to be able to see the leaves. And then on this one is going to be the flower. So I'm actually going to have it this way. And I'm going to add the flower to the front. Okay, so let's get this front flap ready. And I'm going to add some glue. Look how pretty that side is. And I'll do it this way so we have a little bit. So I was trying to figure out this week what stamp set to use for my Thursday. Did I decide? Ah, yes, I did. Oh, what did I decide? I'm trying to think. Ah, yes. we're gonna do this one. Festive and fun. I was gonna use it for tonight, but I decided just to use it on Thursday, and I'll do it on Friday. All right, so here is the very front of our card. And I am going to grab that flower and I'm going to add it to the front, and I'm going to put it this way. And all I did to get this effect is, let's see, I used the biggest stamp, this one here. And like I said, I used Daffodil Delight and Copper Clay. And I grabbed a couple of my daubers. That's how I did it. And I first stamped it in Daffodil Delight. And then I pulled out my copper clay with the dauber and really got some ink on here and added some copper clay to the flower. Let's grab a piece. I can show you. Now it's going to look different every time you do it. All right. So actually, I like that one better. So every time you do it, it's going to be a little different. And I actually like that one better. Oh. And then I took the center of the flower and inked it up with the copper clay and stamped the center. And then I grabbed the dark copper clay blend and just went around one side just to darken that up a little bit. And now you're going to think I'm crazy, but I like this flower better, so I'm just going to run it through my cut and emboss machine. I'm sorry, give me 2 seconds. If I was going to keep the card, I would have just used this flower. But since I'm going to send it, see, I definitely like it better. All right, so I am going to add this flower. I'm going to pop it up onto the front of the card. And you can decide if you want it hanging off or you want it on the that square front itself. That's up to you. I'm going to put it, let's turn it this way. And then I'm going to grab my leaves. So if you are someone who prays, just say a little prayer for Jenny and her husband Kyle and her children. I think they need as many prayers as they can get right now. All right, so I'm just going to add that like that. And I'm going to just trim off this one. I'm going to add it under here. You like this one better? I like this one. All right, so we can add, I'm going to add some, there it is, little dots. I'll put 1 and 1. All right, so here's the front of our card. Now we have to go into the inside and we're going to add this second piece of designer series paper. And this goes right here. All right, now we're going to add our little piece. Let's move this out of the way for a second. And our matte layer. And we're going to stamp a sentiment. And I want to see if I can use this one here. But before I do, so I get it on here straight, there it is right here. I am going to actually put the sticker on the back. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. But we're going to try to get it as best we can. And I'm using the stamp that says, "You matter to so many." Like I said, so many people have fallen in love with her and her family. So we're going to stamp it on there. And we're going to add this to this matte piece. And then we can pull our card back in. And this is going to go right here in this corner. All right, so, and then it'll be hidden by the front page. And then for the inside, that is for this piece. This way you can fill it out, but I am going to add a sentiment. Let's see, what am I going to add in here? What would be okay? I think I'll do nothing fancy, just love. That would be perfect, I think. And I am again going to put on my sticker, which is right here. I don't usually, I bet you know, I very rarely do my stickers, but when it comes to sentiments, I get a little crazy. All right, let's see. Now, ladies, remember, post your cards in our group, and I am going to pick, I have to pick last week's. I forgot all about it. We went, like I said, went to the store. So I'm going to put nothing fancy, just love. And we're going to put it right in the center. And I'm going to, I'll add some leaves to the inside, leaving enough space that I can write a message. So I'll put one here. Oops. There we go. And one right next to it. This way it'll give me plenty of room to write a message. I'm going to hide that end. And I'm just going to hold this for a second. I will put her address in the group. How about that? Offhand, I don't have it offhand. I have to pull it off her page. But that would be very, very nice. Okay, so I am going to leave it so I can write something on here. And I'm going to use a little bit of glue. And we want it to be hidden under the flap. And we want it hidden so we don't see it. And we're going to line this up with the designer series paper. So now when this closes, you don't see it. And there we go. How pretty. So it opens and it opens. Just a quick and easy card. So I hope you liked it. I will. Yeah, I know. I've been following her too. Thanks, Curly Sue. Just lots and lots and lots of love needs and prayers need to go out. But yes, I will add her address into our group, and I will pick our winner from last week. She is just a Facebook friend that I've been following since she was diagnosed with lung cancer at the age of 33. And that was 2 years ago. And they just posted that her one lung now is just a complete tumor. So she's having a rough go, and she has just little babies. So I will get that address into the group tonight. I'm going to get this card in the mail to her tomorrow. Everybody have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.